Agrippina the Younger, the ruthless queen of Rome. In the grand halls of ancient Rome, where power was more dangerous than a sharp dagger, one woman stood above all, Agrippina the Younger. She was not just a daughter of an emperor, not just the wife of an emperor, and not just the mother of an emperor. She was the force that shaped the Roman Empire from behind the scenes. But her story is not one of kindness or mercy. It's a tale of ambition, betrayal, and a tragic end. Agrippina the Younger was born in AD 15 into the most powerful family in Rome. Her father was the mighty Germanicus, a beloved Roman general, and her mother, Agrippina the Elder, was a strong and respected woman. But power in Rome was a dangerous thing. When Agrippina was still a child, her father was poisoned, most likely by his enemies. Her mother and brothers were later killed, leaving the young Agrippina alone in a world of treachery. But she was not a girl to be broken. She learned quickly. She saw that in Rome, power belonged to those who were willing to take it. Agrippina's first marriage was to a nobleman named Gnaeus Domitius, with whom she had a son, Nero. At the time, Nero was just a child, but Agrippina had great plans for him. She knew that to secure his future, she had to climb higher. A chance came when her uncle, Emperor Claudius, took the throne. Rome had never seen a woman take full control of the empire, but Agrippina knew how to use her intelligence and her charm. In AD 49, she married Claudius, her own uncle. This was shocking to many, but Agrippina did not care. She was now the most powerful woman in Rome. She quickly removed anyone who stood in her way. She convinced Claudius to adopt Nero, making him the heir to the empire instead of Claudius' own son, Britannicus. And then in AD 54, when she was sure Nero was ready, Claudius mysteriously died. Many believed Agrippina poisoned him with a plate of deadly mushrooms. Now, Nero was emperor, but the real ruler was Agrippina. At first, Agrippina controlled everything. She sat beside Nero in meetings, influenced his decisions, and removed his enemies. Rome had never seen a woman with such power before. But as Nero grew older, he wanted to rule alone. He saw his mother as a threat. Agrippina, however, was not ready to let go of power. She warned him that she could replace him with another ruler if he defied her. Nero knew there was only one way to be free. He had to get rid of his mother. Nero first tried to kill her in a clever way. He invited her onto a boat that was designed to collapse and sink in the middle of the sea. But Agrippina was strong. She survived the wreck and swam to safety. When Nero heard that she was still alive, he panicked. He sent soldiers to her villa where she was resting. The soldiers told her that Nero had sent them. Agrippina, understanding what was about to happen, simply pointed at her stomach, the place where she had carried Nero, and told them to strike there first. And so, the woman who had created an emperor who had ruled Rome from the shadows, was killed by the son she has raised. Why does Agrippina's story matter? Agrippina's life is a lesson in ambition and power. She rose higher than any woman before her, but in the end, power consumed her. She created a monster, and that monster destroyed her. Her story is still studied today because it shows the dangers of ambition without limits. She was a woman ahead of her time, a master strategist, but she played a dangerous game, and in Rome, there were no second chances. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the story, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more epic tales from history. See you next time.